Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Let some people get on here. If you're in here, hit that thumbs up. There, somebody. Hit them hearts. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Janice. How are you? Growing in Grace. How are you? Carrie, how are you? Howdy from Lexington, Kentucky. Hi, Hollywood, California. Hello, Mary. How is everybody? We're going to let some people jump in here. Miss Robertson, how are you? G.A. Nana. Tara, how are you? Crypto Minnow, how are you? Sandra, how are you? Let some people jump in here. Hi from Chicago. Hello, Lori. How are you? Angela, how are you? Crypto said next to Danville. Got that big new casino down there, don't you? Hi from Canada. B. Disney, how are you? The Garden and Worm Lady here for the newest. Janice said, I'll be 77 in a couple of weeks. Pray for her. You got it. Carla, how are you? New Orleans. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Guys, I'm gonna let some people get in here, and I'm gonna cover one thing real quick before we get into Patrick. Crypto said, "Smash those thumbs, hit those hearts." Look at that, sewing quilts, bags, envelopes, and whatever. My brain cancer is gone. Praise God, excellent. Isn't that something? God is good. God is good. Guys, before we get started, a lot of people, we did a chat earlier this afternoon. And for those who were not in that chat, bear with me. I'm saying hi to as many as I can. Heather, Easy Lanes, Tara said, hope everybody's having a great evening. We did a chat this afternoon, and I'm waiting to see that name pop up for me. If you see it, please let me know. We had a young lady come into the chat, and her name was Shauna. Guys, we were having a conversation, we were laughing, we were talking. All of a sudden, this one chat stuck out to me. And this young lady named Shauna stated she didn't want to live anymore. Guys, that whole chat changed. We went as a force. We started praying for Shauna. We started talking with Shauna. We tried our best to help Shauna. I haven't seen her yet. DAJ, I haven't seen her. DJ, I haven't seen her. I'm hoping she pops in. If somebody sees her, please hit hearts, do something. Try to get my attention on this. Guys, I wasn't ready for that today. I really was not ready for that today. But this group handled it like a champ. We started praying. We started looking out for this young lady. We started talking to this young lady. This young lady needs your prayers tonight, folks. Her name is Shauna. She's having a rough time right now. When somebody tells me that they don't want to live anymore, that makes me concerned. That scares me because God's not done with you. You don't have the say in that matter. God has a plan for you. We talked with her, we walked with her. When I got off that chat, I felt like she was in a place to where she was going to pick the phone up and call her dad. She was going to call suicide hotline. She was going to call somebody. We asked her to come back into the chat tonight. She told us that she had OCD, PTSD, so I don't know if she'll be in the chat tonight. She said she's on a very strict schedule. Um, a lot has gone on in this young lady's life. Hi Albert, how you doing? Um, Good to see you in here. Carolyn from Houston. But send prayers to that young lady. That young lady, if you did not watch that video, I'm telling you guys, we started off with a Whitaker chat. We started off talking. Patrick did the live tonight at 7 p.m. That's what we were going to cover. Um, it, my stomach has been so heavy today. I didn't know. I didn't know that chat was going to go that direction. When I sit there and I tell you that I want this to be a safe space and I want this to be a community, guys, I'm not kidding with you. If you want prayers and you want us to look after you and to talk with you, and, she made a comment. She said, your feed popped up out of the blue on me. She wasn't out here looking for this feed to pop up. She wasn't a subscriber. She didn't have any connection to this feed. All of a sudden, this feed pops up. She clicks on it. She starts seeing all the prayers and all the hearts and all the good people in here. It was enough for her to share with us that she didn't want to be here anymore. And guys, it broke my heart. It really did. I hope she's in a safe space tonight. I hope she's in a good place. I've had a lot of people ask me questions today. Who is Shauna? That is a young lady we helped today. And if you did not see that video, again, go see that video. It is a blessing. It is truly the power of God working. I am so glad that we were all here to get her through. Army vet man said, I can relate. Depression. Yes. I lost my mom, my father, my wife. Yes. Christ brought us through this. But guys, that was something I was not expecting today. And it took a lot out of me today. It really did. I had to go and many of you know I do a radio show in the afternoons here in Virginia, and I went and did my show, and it's all I could think about. That was the only thing that was on my mind. And I am so blessed and I am so happy that this group was here for her today. And it all boils down to this group. This group is such a powerful group. Um, Thank you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless every single one of you. God did a good thing today. He really did. And guys, if you see her pop in, growing in grace, God is good. Yes. Um, Guys, things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. But that's who Shauna was. And I know a lot of people were asking that, who was she? And they saw her name and they're like, hey, who is Shauna? What's going on? And she did make reference to the fact that she's on a very strict schedule and she may not be in the chat tonight because of her schedule. She's a very OCD. And she said that she goes to bed at 9 o'clock every night. And a lot of people told her, cut the chat on, put it in the bed with you, listen to the chat. Um, let's go. but please pray for her. I'm asking you. And again, if you see her pop in, let me know. Let's go over Patrick real quick. Patrick jumped on tonight, was talking about the Whitakers. He said that SP got you. Good evening. He said that this is not the way that he expected this to turn out. Guys, no judgment. I'm sure Patrick's absolutely right. This was not the way that it was supposed to turn out. He said he learned a lot from Timmy. He's still learning from Timmy. He did not mention anything about if he had seen the family or anything like that. I do not believe he has seen them. He did make reference to the fact that Betty, evidently, the house is not condemned. It just needs a lot of work, they said. Um, he said that Betty has been coming to his house. He's been going down there. So I'm not sure technically where Betty is staying, but evidently the house is not condemned. Here's the thing, too. A lot of people have been making death threats to Betty. Guys, that's not right. They're calling her home. Somehow her number got out, and they're calling her home making death threats. Why? Why would somebody do that? You know, they're making death threats to Patrick. And look, everybody's got an opinion, but death threats are not the way to go. I'm just telling you that now. He talked about the platforms. He said he controls one platform, and that is his platform. That is the platform he was on tonight on Facebook. That is the platform he controls. He said, guys, there are 7 different platforms out there. Somebody else runs the other platforms. He controls one of those platforms. That's all he said. He controls one of those platforms. There was a contract to where on the platforms that the money would be split 3 ways. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 33.3% was going to the Whitakers, going to Patrick, going to Eric. Evidently, that's the contract that was signed. They've always made reference to that. Yep, Ernie already said the money was split. Correct. He made reference to it again tonight. Guys, it's hard. You know, when money gets involved in things, it gets very hard. He brought Larry up. He said, you know, a lot of people have bad feelings towards Larry. He did make the point of when you have to choose between your daughter and a house or somewhere to live, it's hard to choose family. You know, it's hard not to choose the family member. Everything else is mute. This was his daughter. It got bad through there. He did talk about meeting Timmy for the first time. Evidently, he had known the family for years. They had brought them food down. He said he lived about 4 miles down the road from them. He ended up getting married. And once he got married, it kind of took him away from the Whitaker family. And then once he got divorced, evidently it brought him back into that area. He said Timmy kept walking up the road. He had a turnaround area there. Timmy kept walking around in the turnaround area, and one day he just thought to himself that he should engage Timmy in some kind of conversation, some kind of talk or something. And that's how that friendship started. He said he would go down to the family's home, he would sit there and sit on the porch and drink coffee and just conversate with them. He said that Eric reached out to him, had messaged him, and they started talking, and there were some ideas exchanged there, and that's how Eric came into the picture there. He did talk about the Airbnb. He said when he was in the Airbnb that it kind of bothered him because all these people were coming in to help the Whitakers, but nobody was coming over talking with him. And it was a matter of he just felt like that wasn't right. He felt like something was wrong there. How are they doing now? I'm hoping they're doing fine. Okay, let me see. Thank you. Let me find it. Guys, give me 1 second. Guys, I apologize. I am looking here. I got it. I got it. Let me. I got it. Okay. Okay. Yammer Hammer. I did. I did. I listened to you. Thank you so much. Um, hello from Whitesburg, Kentucky. But that's, Patrick just basically covered things that a lot of us had already known. He did get into the fact of how Timmy and them, how he came to get the relationship with Timmy, and it was just a simple fact that, and Timmy had grown close to him. Guys, there's no doubt. You look at those videos, and Timmy had grown very close with Patrick. He had grown very close to Eric, and it hurts you when you see those things, and everything was going good, and then all of a sudden it just changed in a matter of a couple days. It really did. Miss Boland said, I thought he was very sincere and humble. I did too. I really did. Um, Again, guys, a lot of negative comments on his feeds. They don't need to be there. Listen to the man. The man's wanting to talk. Listen to him. Whether you believe him or not, that's on you. That's for you to gain your opinion there. He said that he has not been contacted by the state of West Virginia Police Department. He said nobody has contacted him yet. He is aware of the ongoing investigation, but he said nobody has contacted him yet. So he said that he has no problem with the investigation going on, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Mm, who called on them? Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know who. Guys, I think this blew up so fast. Again, we've talked about them coming down and removing Lorraine, Timmy, and Ray. I think some hands got tied. I think some things started happening to where the state stepped in and could not remove itself out of the picture. I think to them something had to happen. Um, I don't know who called on them. I think when that happened and everything started blowing up and everything, I think that's when the state police stepped in and said, "Hey, maybe we should, maybe we should check this out." Who was that right there? I just saw Sherry said, I thought there was going to be some sort of new update." Sherry, I'm only telling you what was going on with Patrick's Live tonight. I wish there was something new there. It was a lot of stuff that has been covered before. Um, I agree with you 100%. I wish some new stuff would come out to where we know some new things, we know some things. Um, Eric, I haven't seen anything from Eric. Some people are saying they're seeing posts, things like that. Um, let's see. Hi from Georgia. Sherry said, I miss the family. I think a lot of people do. They were just, they were good people. You could just see the innocence in them. And, I know people have their opinion of them, but, you could see the childlike quality in a lot of them. And I think a lot of people miss them. Um, Maybe if the house got redone, it could very well be. I just hope the right people get involved if that is the situation. Guys, there's no doubt in my mind somewhere, I think maybe Patrick, Eric, somebody thought they were doing right by him. You got to have people in place though that can do these sort of things, and you got to have people that understand what's being involved here. And when you sit there and you say we're going to start a GoFundMe, the first thing you have to be accountable for is what? The money. You got to make sure the money is being properly distributed to the Whitakers. Um, okay, hang on. I am going through here for a second, guys. Hang on if I can find it. Guys, bear with me. I apologize for my big head being in front of the camera. I am looking. Guys, don't make comments. Don't make bad comments. Don't do that. Yeah, don't please don't do that. It only makes yourself look bad. Okay, Lulu, I did. I did remove the one. Thank you. Easy Lane said, I did, and if you still see him spamming, I'm sorry, I've blocked him. I'm gonna have to get some mods, guys. If we have just people acting a fool, I'm gonna have to get some mods. I'm sorry if they're saying something, guys, that offends anybody. Yeah, don't act a fool, folks. Please don't. I will, Bennett. I will do that. I only go based off of what somebody sees, and I don't want somebody being offended in here. Um, let's see here. Monica said, Carly Ray, is Shauna okay? Have not seen Shauna tonight in here, and maybe tomorrow we might see her in one of the chats if I go live. And guys, that young lady needs your help tonight. She really does. God bless her. If you can just pray for Shauna tonight, that young lady, there's some problems there, and I think us today did an extremely wonderful job on. Uh, Brandon said you can block everyone you want to. They should have been left alone. There's a lot of people who believe that, Brandon. My thing, Brandon, is that the only reason I block people is when they attack, when they're nasty, when they're rude. Don't do that. Let's just be fair with each other. Let's be honest with each other. Um, let's just treat each other with respect. That's what it all boils down to. Let's have a conversation. If we agree, we agree. If we disagree, we disagree. But let's just have a good conversation. Me, and Marley said, I think Patrick needed the Whitakers as much as the Whitakers needed him. Could be. Truly says they can't choose this life. No, Brendan, I didn't say you were. You're not offending nobody. I understand that. I understand that completely. Timmy won us over. He did. Timmy really did. He, within the last 3 months, with Patrick and with Eric and with everything that was going on, boy, Timmy was a changed individual. He, you look at the pictures, you look at everything that went on. Um, yeah, he really changed over the last several weeks. He's very sweet and happy. Yes, guys, I'm gonna hop off here tonight. Like I said, it's been a long evening. Um, I've done 30 minutes talking with you tonight. I was hoping Shauna would pop in. Please pray for Shauna. No, Brandon, no. Brandon, I love you, brother. Plain and simple. We can have a conversation. We're grown men. We can have a conversation. Grown men, grown women, we are adults. If you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. You are my brother through Christ. I love you. And I think a lot of people need to hear that. Um, oh, well, honey child, when you pop up, you get me when you pop up because your sign looks like Shauna, and I'm always looking down. Pam D's, I'm glad Ray's got some attention. Ray was getting attention. I love the fact that Ray loved the bib overalls. That's just a country boy's dream right there, those bib overalls. And I like the fact that he understood that he had to take them off because he didn't want to get them dirty. He understood the fact, and I like that comment so much, was that he took them off because he did not want to get them dirty. And when he went into the house, he would put the blue jeans back on, evidently, the old, nasty blue jeans he had on. He would put those back on, but he would lay the overalls to the side. And he didn't want to get them dirty. Can you imagine? I bet you that was like a Christmas gift for him. Um, I bet you that was. I bet you that was like getting something at Christmas that you've never had. It's brand new. And we've all been there. It's like buying a new pair of shoes. You don't want to get them dirty. And Ray was like that. And you're like, sometimes that's the mentality of a child. Man, I got a pair of shoes. I got a new pair of shoes, and I don't want to get them dirty. I love that about Ray. Love that. Sandy said sometimes law enforcement keep things close to their chest. Yes, Sandy, you're exactly right. Like I said, I think it had gotten to the point where somebody had made the call to say, guys, we have to step in somewhere. I don't think they wanted to. I think this family had lived the way they had lived for years. Nobody ever messed with them. When the outside world come in, I think it got them to the point where somebody sat there and said, "Guys, we have to do something tonight. We've got to do something today." Do we agree with the decision that was made? A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. Uh, but I think that's what happened. The outside world came in. 53. Lori said, let's see here. I don't like the fact that maybe they're being abused, Deb. I pray that's not happening. I know there's a lot of people out there that, the rumors had started about Timmy. Things like that happen. I pray they're not. I really hope they're not. Um, I hope they're being extremely well cared for. I hope they have a warm bed to sleep in at night. I hope they're being fed properly. I hope they're in a facility to where people care about them. They're being loved. That's what I pray for every day. I really do. Osprey, who is Shauna? Okay, we'll do this one more time real quick. We did a chat this afternoon. In the chat this afternoon, we were talking Whitakers, we were talking football, everything that was going on in the world. We were talking. All of a sudden, Shauna, this young lady, pops up into the chat. For some reason, my eyes went right to her comment. Shauna said that she didn't want to live anymore. Shauna said she was tired. She had had a lot of things go on in her life. Um, Her mom didn't love her. Her sister, one of her sisters, didn't love her. She, at one time, was a drug addict. She had had some things happen to her in life that should never happen to anybody. Um, this group rallied around her, and we started praying for her, and we started encouraging her, and we got her to the point that I am praying. The last thing we talked about was she was going to call her dad. She was going to call 988. Guys, listen to me. If you are sitting here tonight and you have found this chat and you are in that place, there's a better way. You're not alone. There are people who love you and there are people who care about you. I love you. This group loves you. We will pray for you. Plain and simple. On my way to work today, the only thing I could do was talk to God. And the conversation I had with the big man upstairs was, you need to protect this child. You need to watch over this child. This child is calling to you. This child needs help. I was praying she would show up tonight. I really was. It was a bad situation. It really was. Like I said, my stomach is still churning from it. It got so heavy on us. You could just feel it. It, and you know the thing that gets me, guys? How many channels are there on YouTube? How many things are there on YouTube? She found us. You want to talk about a needle in a haystack? That young lady cut her phone on and went to YouTube to look at a video, and guess what she found? She found us. Out of all the channels in the world, she found Santa and the elves. And guys, you did right by her today. You really did. You did right by her today. It was a good day for her. I'm hoping that she, I'm hoping she's having a good night's sleep. I'm hoping she went to talk to somebody. Guys, I'm telling you, you need to go back and watch that video. And I'm not just saying that. I want you to watch how quick that video turned on us. I did not think that we were going to be having that conversation this afternoon. I went into work and I told the gentleman that I do the show with, he said, "Are you all right?" And he could see it. He could see it in my face. And I said, "Let me tell you the conversation I just had." And I said, "Let me tell you about the group that I work with and I conversate with and I minister with." I said, "Let me tell you about that group." And we talked about it for 20 minutes. And guys, I am still so amazed. I'm so taken back by the simple fact of that young lady found us. It was an awesome day. It really was. It was an awesome day. Guys, I'm going to hop off here for tonight. Like I said, we've been here 35 minutes. We went over basically what Patrick had talked about. Nothing of, nothing new. Understand that, and I apologize for that. He just kind of told you some things that, about the platforms and things like that. Stuff we kind of knew. Um, Guys, I want you to go out, do something good for somebody. Be decent to each other. Brandon, I love you, brother. I'm going to tell you that now. I know I love you. I think you may need to hear that tonight. But guys, I want you to have a great night. Get some sleep. If you see Shauna pop up somewhere, pray for her tonight, guys. Pray for her. Have a great night. Pray for the Whitakers. Pray for the Kirks. Pray for Shauna. Guys, I'm praying for you. Thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. God bless you. I will talk with you tomorrow. Before you go to bed tonight, look up to the big man. Thank him. Thank him for the day he's given you. Thank him for bringing Shauna into your life. Pray for Shauna. Guys, God bless you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.